Alright, this is Lico3. I'm back here doing another video. And tonight what we have is this video is questions from one of my subscribers, and Bubar25. He sent me an email. I printed it out and I'm going to answer these to the best of my ability. This is a pretty exciting week for me. Thursday I fly out at 5:30 a.m. to Baltimore for the National. So I'm pumped for this week, but let's do this video. First question was, when sending larger patch cards in for grading, what card holder do you use? Or do you just send in screw downs, magnetics, top loaders? This is a good question. There's a lot of people out there that have a thicker card and they're not sure how to send it in. And I'm just going to use this as an example. I wouldn't send this in now just because Clinton Portis has lost a lot of his value, but this is a thicker card. So there's two different ways I do it. Now, when I have let's say I'm sending in a card that is worth about $500, I'll usually send it in one of these. Lower value, 60, 70 bucks. I usually do it in here. And obviously you need the thick sleeves for these, so this is in one of the thick sleeves to fit the card in. But if you want to do this case, this is just a Ultra Pro graded card case. A little trick you can do is kind of put your fingers in there and just stretch the case out, because these cards are thick and the case has to expand a little, so it helps to do that. And then you just kind of slide it in on both sides. Now once you get it halfway, you don't need to push anymore because you're going to damage the card. You just kind of hit down. Now it takes a little bit of effort with these thicker cards, but they get in there. You don't have to put it in. You don't have to put it in all the way too. Like, I get it in this far sometimes. Now I just take a piece of tape right over there, right back to there. It's not going anywhere. So that's one way to do it, and the other way is how I had the case or the card at the very beginning of the video. This is just a thicker case. You know, it's like 135 PT. I know that's the thickness, but I'm not sure what that stands for. So you can just put it in one of these cases. I don't like to jam my cards. I'm kind of a halfway guy. It's in there, and then it's not quite snug in this case, so I'll tape the top and just kind of press like that, and it's fine. So that's how I send in all my thick cards. But everybody has their own way, but just thought I'd help with that. You think you'll ever show a PC video of your top cards or favorite cards? I'm really not sure on that. But I mean, I'll definitely think about it in the future. I'll show one of my favorite cards tonight, though. And I picked this up. When did I pick this up? I think it was the end of this season. And this is probably my favorite card right now. It's a 2011 Drew Brees Playoff Contenders Auto Rookie PSA 10. So, gem mint. This card's flawless, so just a nice card. I'm a huge Brees fan. I've been a fan since he was in college, so when I saw this online, I had to pick it up, and that's a card I'll keep for a long time. Next question. When I was buying up the Michael Vick cards, yeah, back in when I used to make videos in 2010 before the season, kind of in the summertime, I was buying up a lot of Vick stuff for pretty cheap. I've always been a fan of Vick, so his stuff was so low I didn't think it could go any lower, and I kind of thought he would probably have a better season, get more snaps in 2010. He had a really good year, so that worked out. And talks about Calvin Johnson. He was coming off his injuries. His cards were at an all-time low. I find that rookies are hard to buy low. He's usually a second or third year guy. The Calvin Johnson thing, he's such an elite talent that, and to me his stuff wasn't selling for how good of a player he was. I can think back to when his his SPX rookie numbered to 299 was selling for about 35, 40 bucks. That's way too low for that card, and now they're over 100. So I mean, there's little things like that. You find prices that are wrong in the hobby. Who's the next superstar to buy right now before he blows up? This is a really good question, and you know, you could go with the obvious trio from this year: Robert Griffin, Luck, and Trent Richardson. But the problem with that is the hype's already there. Their cards are selling through the roof right now. I'm just gonna go back in time here a little bit to some rookies in previous years, and for a quarterback that I would invest in, I would go back to 2010, and I would say, actually, let's go 2010 wide receiver. This is gonna create a stir, but I'm gonna say Dez Bryant. I know he's had the problems with his mom or whatever, the dispute. He's the type of talent that if he could turn it around, the sky's the limit on that guy. So his stuff's also dropped off a lot since his rookie year and since the incident with his mom. His stuff's tailed off quite a bit. So Dez Bryant would be somebody I'd pick up. He's got a bunch of cool rookie cards. And let's go last year. Oh, this is an obvious one. This is kind of you could kind of compare this one to Calvin Johnson, but wide receiver last year, rookie, Bengals, AJ Green, and also wide receiver, Falcons, Julio Jones. Now those two, their cards are not worth how good of players I think they're going to be. I think Green was over 1,000 or close to it, and I know Julio had about 950 and 5. So they're rookies. The talent is off the charts with those two. Their cards really don't sell for that much. I mean, just a fraction of Cam Newton. So you know, I'll make another video. I'll kind of check out all the players I think are going to be good investments down the road. But for now, I'd say I was thinking about 2010 quarterback, but I don't like the investment of Bradford or Tebow, so I would stay away from them. But yeah, I would say Dez Bryant, AJ Green, and Julio Jones. They're all receivers, but there's some examples like 2003 rookie Andre Johnson. His stuff's been steady ever since his rookie year. And then Larry Fitzgerald, 2004, his stuff's rock solid. So if you want to invest, I mean, sometimes you just got to go with your gut on some of these. But let's go to the next question. This video is starting to run a little long, but does the Upper Deck college uniform only issue bother you? And it doesn't bother me because I have a card right here actually. This is the year that the license was lost for Upper Deck, and they had to use the college uniforms. And if you think about it, Topps and Panini have the NFL license, so there's tons of cards with them in their pro uniforms. You know, and when they were in college, you know, they were stars, so it's cool to see them in their college uniforms. And this is a cool card to me. This is a 2010 Javad Best. He's in his California Bears uniform here. And it's a cool card. I mean, not every card has to be in the pro uniform. I know a lot of people don't like to invest in what they call college cards, you know, but I would say the Upper Decks are way nicer than, say, Press Pass. To me, that's not even worth spending money on. You know, I don't think they're going to get a license for the NFL cards in the future, and they put out some nice products this year already. They put out SPX and Upper Deck, and I have some of those cards in my other videos, so you know, it really doesn't bother me. You know, there's part of me that wishes they could produce, you know, the SP Authentic with the pro uniforms like I'm so accustomed to. But I mean, overall, they're still nice cards. The quality's there. I would continue to buy up Upper Deck. They are nice cards. So this video ran a little long, but I hope I answered the questions. This is Elite Code 3. I'm out.